Scrappy quilts always make me smile, and I've been smiling all week working on this quilt. Isn't it gorgeous? I love the woven pattern. It looks like ribbons coming back and forth, but look at the fabrics. 12 different colors. This is absolutely gorgeous. And you can tell these are pre-cut. That means this is a quilt kit with pre-cut fabric, and it's all laser cut so it fits together perfectly. You're going to love putting this one together. I'm Leah Louise from Inspired Quilting by Leah Louise, and the Fabric Hut sent me this quilt and asked me to make it and show you all how it goes together, which I'm going to do. But even better, I have an extra kit that I can mail to somebody. Some lucky winner watching this video is going to win this quilt kit, and you will have so much fun with this. But there's a few things you need to do. I need you to watch my video, then I need you to like my video, and of course leave me a wonderful comment. Then subscribe to my channel, because I want you here all the time so I can show you my wonderful videos and all the beautiful quilts we're making. I don't want to leave you out of anything. And then, of course, I want you to share this on your social media, because I'm sure there are other people who would love to make a scrappy quilt like this. So, oh, and there's another. We've got a free pattern for you, and you will love this one. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for you to get this. It's a free pattern. The link is down below. I'm going to tell you about it and actually show you a picture of it in just a minute. Okay, that's a lot to talk about. We need to get started right away. Here is the Star Spangled Quilt. This is the free quilt pattern that the Fabric Hut is giving away. So make sure you grab the link down below in the description and get your free pattern. Before we get into today's quilt, I have something to share with you. This video is being sponsored by the Fabric Hut, and they have a free quilt for me to send to you. But look at this. They have a free pattern that you can download right now. Do you remember when I made this quilt? It can be a quilt of valor. It was actually made over the 4th of July. But I love the scrappiness of all the different fabrics mixed in with the reds and the blues. And, of course, the white stands out so beautifully. And the pattern is available in, let's see, a throw, twin, queen, and king. I don't think they have any of the kits left, but this way you've got the pattern, the instructions, how to make it, and it's beautiful. So I'm going to put a link below, and it'll say free Star Spangled Quilt Pattern. Click on that, and then you can get the download right away. It'll take you to the shop, but it shows a 0 value, so you're not being charged anything. I think you're going to love this. This quilt turned out fabulous, and we're so happy. Thank you to the Fabric Hut for giving us this pattern for everybody to download. I know you're going to enjoy it. Wait until you see this beauty. Oh my goodness. Look at that pretty quilt. And it's called the Charlotte Quilt by Erica Jackman. And this was sent to me by the Fabric Hut. They want me to make one and show you how it works, how it turns out. And then I have a free one for somebody to win. This has been a fun summer. The Fabric Hut has been great, giving us basically a quilt a month to give away. So I have this one. I still have one more. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Now, it's done with strips. It's all pre-cut, and that's the beauty of this. Look at this. All the fabrics are pre-cut. Let me show you the colors that we have here. There are 12 different colors in the set, whoops, and in different sizes, and everything is organized nicely by color and by size. So as you read the pattern and it says use this size block with that size, it's all laid out, and you can't miss it. It does make it very simple. And we have lots of the smaller squares as well. And oh yes, and the seam binding, listen to me, the quilt binding. Look how beautiful this will look against this background. And yes, the backing fabric is included. I think this is going to be such a pretty finish. These colors are awesome together. And then you get all these. Look at this. Let me just spread them out so you can see. They are so pretty. And I have a couple blocks I'm going to show you. Actually, I have one corner of my quilt started. So let me show you that real quick, and then we'll take a look at the instructions. I always like looking at the blocks and then look at the how-to, right? Do any of you do that as well? What you may not have noticed, I'm going to point it out real quick before I show you the quilt, is notice that these are on point. So this is a square that we make just like, you know, any other square. And here's an idea of how we do that. And we use various size pieces in here to create this pattern. And I want to move this. I don't want it to get caught up. And then we're going to add some corner pieces. Check this out, so that we get a diagonal quilt. This is what's called on point. And then I'm going to take one of my corner squares and tuck that right on the top. How beautiful is that? Oh my goodness, this is going together really well. Now, I will tell you, this is a skill level intermediate, and the reason is a couple reasons. First, there's a lot of pieces, which means a lot of sewing. You need to have your seam allowance pretty consistent because all these blocks need to fit together and line up nice and straight. Now you can see there's a place here and there that I miss, but for the most part, everything is looking pretty good. It's going together well. And the other situation is when you're putting your colors together, you want to make sure that you get everything oriented in the right way. And especially when you're putting your quilt together, because there is an up and a down. And so when I made my blocks, I made everything in the same direction. That way I knew top and bottom. And by the time I get to piecing my quilt, I felt really familiar with how it all goes together. But look at all these great colors and how fun this is. Once I get a little more, I've only got about 3 rows together here. And once I get some more, I'll show you how it's coming along. But I am really, really excited about this. So let me go ahead and do some more sewing. And I'm going to show you what this quilt looks like when it's put together. And don't forget, do all the stuff you need to do to sign up to get this. It'll be mailed out soon. Once we get a winner, I can't wait to see who that be. I just finished another row. It's coming together so well. And one thing I really want to point out to you that I didn't mention before, I was showing you the pretty colors because, of course, colors always grab my attention. But the accuracy of how these are cut, you know, these are kind of the first times I've been using a actual pre-cut quilt. I've had kits that come with the fabric and you cut it, but I've never had pre-cut before. So this was new to me, the first one I made some months ago. And I love the accuracy, especially in something like this, when you have a lot of particular sizes. Like this needs to go in multiple places and it joins up here. Had I cut them myself, I would not get the accuracy I'm getting here. As much as we try when we cut, we do tend to shift our ruler, tilt our blade. There are just things, you know, we're not the machines. And when you do the laser cut, oh my goodness, they just come out so perfectly. And this has made this quilt not only easy because I didn't have to cut, but because of the accuracy. All my blocks have gone together perfectly. And I know it's because these are pre-cut. So like I said, it's really important that you keep your seam allowance steady, that it's consistent. And if you take a little more, a little less, just do whatever you do throughout the entire quilt and you're going to be okay. I am having a lot of fun with this, particularly because there's so many colors and I can mix all the blocks up. It's turning out gorgeous. I can't wait till this is finished. Okay, I just wanted to share that with you. I didn't know if you were aware just how this was done or if you've used a pre-cut quilt kit before, because they are awesome. I think this might be something I'll do again. And here's the finished quilt. Oh my goodness, look at all those colors. I think that's what I love best about this, are all those colors together. And I think it's the solids. I don't usually use solids, and I really had a lot of fun with that. It makes it look more modern, don't you think? I like it. The kit is for a lap-size quilt, and that measures 56 by 68 inches. And I think I forgot to mention, these are Kona Solids, and they're just wonderful, and they're terrific to work with. But remember now, to win your free quilt, I need to get you to watch the video. I need you to subscribe, like, and comment, and share it on your social media. Now, it is on sale at the precut.com, so that's another option if you don't want to wait, or if you don't win and you want to get it. I don't know how long they'll have kits available. They generally only have a limited number, but irregardless of all that, I hope you enjoyed this. This has been a great, fun time for me, and working with these colors and these pretty blocks, it really was an enjoyable project, and I hope you get to try it soon. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy your quilting. As always, it is such a pleasure to have you here with me today. Thanks so much for joining me.